Over the past 4 years, I've been so fortunate to learn about Upper Yukon River Chinook salmon and the people fighting for their conservation. These populations are said to have numbered in the tens of thousands many decades ago, but for the last 2 years, just 200 to 300 salmon have returned, limiting the ability for local communities to harvest. These populations of salmon are truly unique, not only because of their connection with people and subsistence all along the Yukon River, but because these and other nearby salmon populations undertake some of the longest migrations on Earth to make it back to spawning sites they were born in many years ago. But to make it to spawning grounds upstream of Whitehorse, salmon must first surpass the Whitehorse hydroplant via the Whitehorse Rapids Fish Ladder, a nearly 400-meter long wooden structure rising over 15 meters to reach the river upstream. While salmon have used the ladder for decades, these areas can be challenging to pass due to high and complex flows, and it's unclear what proportion of salmon approaching the hydroplant actually pass. There is also uncertainty as to where exactly salmon spawn upstream. Working with individuals from several local organizations, as well as community volunteers, we designed a project to answer these questions and better understand the ecology of Upper Yukon River Chinook salmon. Over the course of 4 years, salmon were tagged with telemetry transmitters that allowed salmon to be monitored as they passed by stations throughout the river, or as salmon are tracked by plane to get a more precise estimate of where each individual salmon completed its migration. After 4 years of study, we recorded migration data for nearly 200 salmon. Our findings indicate that not all salmon that attempt to pass the dam successfully do so, and that unfortunately many of these salmon fail to fully spawn. As for those that do make it upstream, most make their way to Mitchie Creek, but other, less productive spawning areas seem to exist as well. Moving forward, it will be critical that project findings are communicated clearly to effectively inform conservation actions for Upper Yukon River Chinook salmon. For instance, it may be possible to adjust ladder operations or ladder design to make it easier for salmon to pass the Whitehorse hydroplant. Spawning areas identified upstream may be candidates for restoration or enhancement. Undertaking these conservation actions could very well increase the number of salmon returned to Whitehorse each year, benefiting not only the fish, but the communities and ecosystems that depend on them.